Greetings, I'm Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman. Today's video is to reach out with a message for all healers, for everyone that is in the healing profession. There is definitely, we all know, that it seems like the last 6 weeks, even before this year, 2016, has started, the beginning of the year, many people have been noticing the changes. And I'm talking about the ending of 2015. Before we could even end the year, many people have been feeling different. And even into this year. And it can be physical changes. It can be, this is mind, body, and soul that we are experiencing these changes and differences. Some of us maybe feel like we are sick or getting sick, or those around us are getting sick a little bit more than usual. And it's things that may seem kind of strange or peculiar. Unfortunately, you go to the doctor, they'll just give you medicine or a pill for something. I want you to consider something else. As well as, I'm not going to tell you to avoid going to doctors, but I want you to really listen to your body, listen to what your body says and is telling you, as well as if you feel like you need to go see a doctor, go see a doctor. And also always research natural ways to take care of yourself so that we do not impede or get in the way with our body's natural healing ability. Our body is fascinating as to what it can and cannot do. And we really are not as powerless as we believe ourselves to be. So anyway, the message that we wanted to get to the healers, that is very important, is everyone is going through these changes, these experiences, and the energy is moving in differently. And I want you to feel this, to pay attention to this, to just notice this. And even those who don't practice, so to speak, who's not a holistic professional, maybe do not have a holistic practice. And if you meditate, if you take the time on a daily basis to just listen and tune in, you too are able to see these changes that are taking place. See, feel, experience. What, Tiffany, are you talking about? Let's get to it. The guides had brought this to me a couple of weeks ago, and it's taken me a bit to, at first I was, let me write it down. But then I realized that the more that I would put my own stuff into it, it lost something. So I'm just allowing this information to flow. I'm going to ask that you have a very open mind, okay, as to what I'm going to say. If you are used to healing practices that use techniques that are very rigid and strict with rules, you may have a hard time with this. And I hope that the expansion happens. Allow this expansion to come in and to take place. So I am finding myself and my own healing sessions of having to observe what is happening with the energy and notice that there is a difference, not only with me, within me, but with others as well. And they can be similar, they can be different, and this is how they're going to be a little different. We are in a new time frame where many of us don't even remember prior to this lifetime, much less past lives. I'm not going to really go into a lot of past lives. A lot of people can't remember, don't want to know, and that's fine. There was a time, though, when Atlantis, Lemuria, or Mu, and other ancient civilizations were around, I want you to consider for one moment how the energy must have been. Can you even imagine? Probably can't, right? We're so much in the upper vibrations. But you want to know what else was different with the world at that time? It was before the polar tilt that we're in now. So how would the energy flow when the pole shifts? I'm going to say that again. Notice the energies. You notice, a lot of people agree, notice that the sun's coming up in different directions, in different areas. It's not in the same spot or the general location anymore. It's still easterly, but it's still, it can come up a little more southeasterly. And the same with where the moon is rising and falling, and as well as the sun. Now, all we know for these thousands and thousands of years that we have been here is clockwise energy, because that's how the poles dictated, so to speak. We are shifting and changing now. I have noticed in healing sessions, people's chakras are spinning on their own in different directions. Oh my goodness, what's the first thing as a healer? Ooh, we've got to correct that. Stop a moment. Don't be so quick to what you think is a correction, that we actually keep people in pain, or that we're not helping anymore, that we are hurting because we're not understanding. Healing should always be that we are holding sacred space. We are holding the upper vibrations. Whether we take the person that we're healing to the upper vibrations, or we're bringing the upper vibrations down, it's all the same. And we're holding that sacred space. We're not doing anything. It's not a doing. It's a being. We are being those beings of love that's allowing this healing to come in. So let's observe. Many of you are going to observe, and I want you to experience the differences in these energies. Don't try to correct or fix. All you want to do is just hold. If you have to keep saying, peace, love, harmony, or divine love, or whatever your little mantra is that you want to say, to hold that sacred space while the spirit healers come in, why the healing angels, why the ascended masters come in and take care of the end of the healing session. We are helping to facilitate it, but we are not the ones that are doing everything all by ourselves. Absolutely not. It is a very much a community, the upper vibrations effort. It's very much so happening, especially now. Okay, especially now. So I'm going to ask it for you to expand your awareness, expand your consciousness, expand everything that you have learned and know, and you're going to consider some different schools of thought, maybe some different ways of healing, which really isn't different. It's as we are becoming more, like I said, into this beautiful balance of doing and being, you can't tell the difference anymore of doing and being. But we just have to get away from so much of the do. And it's not us. Yes, we just are these healing conduits that provide the healing to come in. So, I'm trying to say 2 words at once. Thank you, guys. This happens when they get going. I'm trying to keep up. Anyway. Okay, let's try this again. So now, what I am experiencing, energies going clockwise, energies going counterclockwise. Remember, those that open sacred ceremony or open sacred circle, it's we always clockwise, counterclockwise. We open it that way, and then have ceremony, And then when we're done with ceremony, we have to make sure that we close it clockwise. I have been watching the energies as I'm sending out healing, as I'm lighting incense, and I've put it into like this healing, the upper vibration, so to speak, and watching the incense burn and swirl a different way. And I don't know if everyone else experiences that. Try it. Anyway, maybe it was just the guide's way of showing me. I feel it in my body, spinning. It's okay if all your chakras are spinning erratically, as long as they are together and harmoniously. I repeat that. As long as all your chakras are the same size, one's not bigger than the other, all right, making sure that they are the same size and they are harmonious, working in a productive flow, everything is fine. We should not change a direction. We should not change it from clockwise or from counterclockwise back to clockwise. We can do more damage by doing this. This is fighting a clock. We're trying to rewind it while it's still going. You get the analogy. You can understand that it can do more damage than good. Let's just observe. Let's hold this space. Let's observe what's going on. And just put them in that loving cocoon of healing while they're with you and with the session. And oh, wow, let's see how they feel. And see how they feel. Even as we give ourselves self-healing, and I've been working on that too, because like I said, I've been feeling weird, so let's do a self-check here. All systems check. How is this going here? Check. Okay, now this feels a little strange here. What's going on here? Absolutely, our bodies want to talk to us and communicate with us and let us know what's going on. And whether it's muscle testing, that's been proven, muscle testing is of course the body's way of talking to us. So we are moving from a complete clockwise type of energy to counterclockwise. Are we completely counterclockwise? No, but you're going to start to notice some may be spinning in different directions or kind of like almost erratic. You know, it's clockwise then counterclockwise and just make sure again that all the chakras are harmonious, and as long as they don't have major issues going on, they're going to be all right. And when you're holding that sacred space, you're checking in with all of the divine healers, and they're letting you know what's going on as you are observing and holding sacred space. Okay, so just know that. And even though in doing your ceremonies, has anyone changed yet? It's been changing. It's even a ceremony as simple as, and I say simple because things should be simplistic, as sending the distant healing every day. First it changed from I used to at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then it shifted to 11. 11. So powerful. And I realized that the angels, and it was angelic. So 11, this is the vibration. The 11th hour is when I send it out now. And this is when I'm noticing all these changes. And so it's very, very powerful times for us all. Very exciting. All right. And so just notice. You don't have to see. When I get into the healing energies, I do see the energy. And that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing it differently. I'm seeing it. You know, want to know how I really see it? Going both clockwise and counterclockwise at the same time. You go, that's crazy. How does that happen? It happens like this. Do you see this? Do you see the infinity sign when you heal? All right. Even if you see the number 8, it's okay. But the infinity sign. So I want you, have you ever traced your finger on the number 8 or infinity? All right. I can tell you it's like, all right. So I'm having to, let me look at this so I don't say it wrong. But here on this realm, or this part of the 8 or the infinity sign, we're going clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. But we get over to this side, guess what we're doing? Okay, so now we're going to go counterclockwise, counterclockwise. So we went from clockwise to counterclockwise, 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 clockwise. So you're going both counterclockwise, clockwise. Yeah, I think I did that. Yeah, there we go. Counterclockwise, since I'm following the trail here, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. All right, as the poles are shifting. So this is how we can feel. Woo, like we are literally twisted, twisted, twisted energetically. All right, so just stay connected in these upper vibrations. Hold on. It's going to feel like it's a bumpy ride for several years, but it's okay. We're going to get used to this. We're going to get through this, and we'll get through this all together. Just be aware. Something that was very important that I had noticed and I needed to share with everyone else it's a message that had came through with me and was very profound. So I thought, wow, this is great. This is. So I had noticed, like I was saying before, when I send out healing, I also used to go in a clockwise direction only, and the last since the end of the month, since the end of 2015, they've been having me go clockwise and then counterclockwise, and then it's like, oh, okay, great. And then just even recently, more still in the last 4 weeks, it's been the infinity sign. It's the both. It's we are going, but it's going to be harmonious. It's not going to be destructive. When we separate, things become destructive. When we bring back together in the oneness, everything's going to be just fine. All right? And we have to embrace that oneness. Embrace. Does that mean now when you see the chakras going in a different direction than you ever used to before as a healer, that something is wrong? No. Expand it, and as long as you're doing that check, hey, guides, angels, those for this person's highest and greatest, is this person okay? Absolutely. I am always amazed and surprised during healing sessions, just when you think, and not that we know it all, but it's so beautiful to continuously be surprised and amazed. Absolutely so. With the healing sessions that I do see take place. So I hope that this helps everyone. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me and share your experiences with me. I could do a show on this if you would like me to for my radio show, but I would like your feedback too. Let me know your experiences with all this energy change. Have you felt clockwise, counterclockwise energies within you? Have you seen it within you? Have you seen it within others? So I look forward to everyone who is interested to email me your experiences, and of course give me permission to read them on air. If you don't want your name, I can just omit your name, and if you don't mind, just let me know. And I can make a show about this, a radio show, on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Goldylocks Productions channel on Blog Talk Radio. So thank you everyone for taking time to watch this video. Many blessings to each of you. And may the obstacles to your flight be few and the blessings along your journey be many.